Look at that.
What about this project here?
Yeah, this is my 32 Pontiac. Everybody's pointing and smiling and waving.
And the Bird and I are headed down the road. We're headed into Hurricane, outside of St. George. Bird's been anxious to go see his old horse and pet it and make nice with it.
Oh.
What are we gonna do while we're there, Bird?
Well, we're gonna go check about horse, as you said. We'll see where Lee's at with it, and then we're also gonna look at a few other things that he has in the shop.
What ends up?
Hey, so we're here in Hurricane, and we're with our great friend Lee McMillan. Lee owns this shop, Master Diesel and Auto, and we had to stop by and see what he has going in his shop. He always has amazing stuff that we want to take a peek at. So,
Well, there's another reason for coming here too. This happens to be where my horse is at. So it's over here getting some special attention from the Diesel Master. There's a reason why it's here. His work is wonderful. I need to go out and give it a pet. I know you've been bad-mouthing little Blackie out there this whole trip. So there you go.
well, little Blackie, she's been doing okay, but anyway, she needs some help.
Needs a little more power in front of that trailer.
Well, the Bird's been spanking it, whipping it, and spurring it the whole way and complaining about it. And
Just
so
say
we
that
figured,
it's not a Duramax.
No,
not a Duramax.
No, you notice it. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so Lee McMillan from Master Diesel and Auto. So Lee, why don't you show us what you have in the shop today?
So let's see what is in here at the moment. We've got.
Oh, by the way, thank you for coming down on a Saturday for us.
Oh yeah.
We know this is your day off and you didn't have to come down.
Well, day off is a relative term. That doesn't happen very often. But
What do we have here?
yeah, so we've got a '57 Cadillac, and it's the Coupe de Ville, and gorgeous car. A good customer of mine and a good friend, and so he brought it all. And a lot of it, the interior's all original. The seats he said he had redone.
Wow.
The door panels, the headliner, all the stuff like that's all original, and it's gorgeous.
Wow, that is so great.
And we've done a lot of stuff inside, kind of fixing his steering column and fixing a lot of electrical stuff inside. But it's got an LS3 with a 6-speed automatic in it, the 6L80, and so it runs fantastic. It's a super awesome thing to drive around, and
That is a lot of
I guarantee
engine.
you get looks driving this around.
oh yeah, I mean even just me after I fix something and test drive it really nicely down the street and back, everybody's pointing and smiling and waving and.
Oh yeah,
His,
they are.
His biggest complaint about this car is he said everybody loves it, everybody comments. He said, but I don't win any awards. He said all the Bel Airs win all the awards, and my Caddy doesn't come out with anything. I said you should win awards with this.
Oh, I would much rather have this. This is beautiful.
So I've done a lot of work to it with his brakes and engine work, and then I've got his fuel tank on the bench over here that I'm tearing apart.
Working on the fuel system.
Yeah, redoing it, running all the high pressure line AN fittings, and just fixing it right so he doesn't have any more leaks.
He'll be happy with that, I'm sure.
It'll turn out really nice.
He'll be happy.
Well, that is a beautiful ride.
Well, this thing is basically all original, except for the engine and transmission in it.
Right. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, original frame, and then the pink was the original color, obviously, because the door panels match. So
look at this thing.
Because I wasn't a big fan of the pink, but when I found out that's how
says,
it came, I'm like,
that is really
okay.
pretty. The pink on black, that really shows well.
Back in '57, that's
But I love the power plant. That right there makes all the difference to move this chunk of iron down the road.
Oh yeah. Well, and something that was I didn't know about these is this little box right here is an automatic eye.
Cadillac had that.
Yeah. See, so this was automatic high beam, low beam.
Yep, it'll dim them.
I didn't know that.
Isn't that amazing?
I mean, they came out with it in 2018, 19?
Yeah, for the newer rides.
And I thought, oh, this is cool. They had it in 57.
Cadillac's had it forever.
I'm like, that's cool. So I had to take all that apart and look at it.
How does this thing work?
Yeah,
you know?
I still don't know how it works.
Without electronics. Isn't that neat?
Pretty cool. Yeah, he said he still has the piece that fits on the dash.
Has to be on the dash to show it.
He just took it off, but he said it's there. He has it all.
That is so amazing.
It should be pretty cool to see. And then talking about Bel Airs, we have one over here. But so this is.
Wait, I gotta look at these fins back here on the Caddy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you gotta look at the exhaust coming out here.
Yeah,
isn't that cool?
That was smart. Yeah, they got them there.
That is so cool.
It's too bad that have the fuel system out, otherwise we could start it.
And what do we have here?
And then 57 Bel Air. This customer, I've worked on several of his rides, and I finished his other 57 that actually has an LT1 with a 4-speed in it. And that one he said he drives a lot. That one he takes road trips and things on. This one he said he maybe has 40 miles on this rebuild.
But look at it, it's got an original engine in it.
Yeah, and so it's got the original engine in it, and it's got the 5-speed trans. And
well, they changed the 3-speed to a 5-speed on it?
Yeah.
I noticed it has the shifter on the floor, it's not on the column.
Right.
So, yeah.
But this is a gorgeous build.
It's got a hydro booster.
Yeah, and super nice. They did a really nice job on this one too, and so
Beautiful interior.
yeah, we're working on his having problems with his wiper blades, and these have a Rainmaker wiper blade system,
right?
The aftermarket electric ones, and they sit kind of up under the dash, so they're when everything's in there, it's kind of a pain to work on.
That is, whoa.
But that's what I fixed on his black one. His other 57 he brought.
You got to crawl underneath the dash.
Yeah, you got to wiggle up in there because once you start putting the vintage air and stuff in there, it gets tight. But so working on that, and then on his way over here, it died. So I had to go over there with the Duramax and fall him into the shop. This one does fire up and run.
Look at that. Yeah. Original hubcaps.
I love the interior of these old Bel Airs. There's so much headroom. It's like riding in this spacious building. I love that. It's so comfortable. And being a tall guy, I love any car that has headroom. So that is great.
Yeah. Some of us don't have to.
No, I fit into most everything. So, but
look at those fins.
But I can't reach the pedals.
Somebody, well, it's like my mom always asks, "What are you a little short on one end?" Oh yeah.
Well, that is beautiful.
I mean, yeah, gorgeous. This one looks super nice.
Yeah, I would love to take that thing for a spin. That would be a perfect daily driver right there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All
like
the
details.
details.
His other one that had the LS1 and stuff in it, he said he drives it cross country on all the road trips and stuff, and
that one,
he was thrilled. He said, "I drive this 57 Bel Air, get 18 miles to the gallon, and it's dependable," and he loves it.
They are very comfortable cars to ride in too. Right, the Neil Caddy. That is really a unique design coming up this way.
Yeah.
And the way the rear window tapers into it. You don't see that kind of stuff
anymore. It has the
anymore.
power windows. You know, it's got the rear power that goes back, and really cool.
So this window here folds back in. You're saying?
That's how they go
it
down.
kind of goes like kind of crooked, kind of comes down into the door.
Go down.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got that. But yeah, and then
Now, what about this project here?
yeah, this is my 32 Pontiac.
This is your 32 Pontiac.
This is my a project that I've been working on for years, and I started with another guy that he does all the fabrication and the metalwork stuff, and then I'm building all the powertrain, all the electrical, and I like the fact of having a sedan. Everybody has a 2-door. You know, I like to have something different.
Wow, suicide doors.
So yeah,
there's nothing cooler than that.
2-door, and a lot of this wood in here is all original stuff all across the back, and yeah. So we've got. I actually have a 5.3 liter out of an 05 Tahoe that I tore apart and built and painted it all to match, and then it's got a 4L70 transmission in it, and it's the GM Performance one, and then it's built to. I redid all the pump and everything in it, and then painted it all to match, and so. I was kind of funny about the wiring harness. I didn't want to buy one.
Of course.
I wanted to make my own. So I had 2 Tahoes in 04 and 05, and I scattered the wiring harness, and my living room floor was full of wires. And so I laid them all out, and I restrung them all and stretched them and did everything so I could run the factory ECM. And if I needed something schematic-wise, or if I have a problem with a sensor or something, all my wires are the right color, they're in the right terminal. They will match a factory schematic. So if I need something later, it's easy.
You know right where to go.
You know right where to go, right where to find it. And yeah, that's my tranny cooler right there. That's the only spot we could put it. So we got a little pusher to push it to the ground.
Yep.
Because that's all we could fit.
Too much heat with this thing.
It shouldn't, but yeah, no, it's hopefully by this. I haven't even ran it yet, so this year it should be up and running.
Well, Lee,
Hopefully by next year, driving it to the car shows.
You are an artist.
So.
I mean, it's one thing to be a great mechanic, but you are a mechanic, a craftsman, and an artist, and your work is beautiful.
So it's turning out really, really good. The one thing that I thought was interesting about this build is the roof. The roof is supposed to be fabric.
Yeah, that's the cable fabric.
Correct. And this roof is actually out of a Dodge Grand Caravan.
That matches perfectly.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So-
Isn't that neat?
The guy that, like I said, that does the fabricating stuff for me, he went to the junkyard and started measuring roof arcs and found the one that had the right bend that we needed. And it even, I mean, it works great because it has the support gussets
Yes.
and stuff for it to work. And
Nobody be the wiser.
no, and he cut it out. We had our body guy put it in there, and it turns out great. So then we can run our AC and heat and have a nice quiet ride
This
inside.
car, when this car was born, they had no idea what AC was.
No, so it'll be, and we've got the big old grate, you know, with the trunk, and we've got I got all the front fenders and everything for it too. But
You know, if you think about, it's a 32, right?
yeah,
The goat, so 35. We're only talking about 3 years difference here.
right.
So you know,
Well, the goat doesn't quite look as nice as this one. Maybe
No, it
close.
looks as okay. we're not doing a beauty
If you
contest.
squint from really far away,
Yeah, yeah. If it's dark and you blink real fast
Hey,
as
that's
you go
cool.
by,
I know, but it does have a history.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
neat. Lee, these rear windows even roll down.
yeah, all three,
That is cool.
and in the Pontiac,
Look at that. The quartered windows actually roll down.
in the Pontiac, the windshield actually rolled down.
Oh wow.
So where the Chevys would pitch out,
That's right.
the Pontiac would roll down. I think like 4 inches, something like that. But we sealed it in.
Yeah, you don't need it,
We
but
didn't
that's
need
still
it,
cool,
because
though.
then we couldn't put our vintage air and stuff in there.
Yeah.
If it.
Yeah, they had that.
But kind of cool.
That is a neat.
So we had to
thing.
kind of come up with some ways to hold the glass in there because
Yeah.
it's supposed to move.
It was supposed to be solid. It wasn't
But-
supposed to be solid.
But yeah, and then
It
it'll be
turned out
fun
great.
with it being a sedan. I can throw the family and we can all go, and
yes.
it'll be cool.
Now tell us about your radiator and the Chief Huron. Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
factory?
That's
Yes,
the
that's
Indian.
original. Yeah. Yeah, that's all the
Indian Chief.
original
That's what
Indian.
Pontiac was in the day.
And I have the original hubcaps and everything for it too, and then I don't know if you've seen pictures of these, but these are the ones that have the real big fenders. They come way out, and it has the big spare.
Right there.
So that's why we went with spoke wheels, because I mean these are, of course, not inner tube spokes, but
No, yeah.
but the one that's in the fender is,
No, yeah.
because it's a little skinny guy. So wanted it to match to kind of look the part,
Look the
but it's
part.
not going to drive the part.
No, you don't.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to upgrade that. You also want to upgrade the tires as you've done to radials. You don't want those old
Yeah.
bias plies on
Yeah,
there.
and then having some nice wheel woods in the front and have some disc brakes and
Nice disc brakes.
some coilovers and be able to actually cruise it down the freeway.
You didn't want an old straight axle
Then I
in
can be
here.
driving this to work, you know. So
Well, Lee, I hope you'll invite us back when you have this finished so that we
Oh,
can go
yeah,
for a
for sure.
ride.
well, and I always go to the car show in Lake Havasu, and
Mhm.
so maybe I'll just make a long trip and bring on the
Well,
trailer and come down.
we might
see
come
you guys.
join you.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
You know, I think that would be good. Maybe the goat will have to go to the next one.
Right?
Not to invite us.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We'll come there and join you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that'd be great.
You don't have any Duramax projects besides this one currently.
I have that one. I have another one out back, and yours.
Well, let's go out and take a look at the Sentimental. Bird's been crying about his horse
Oh, missing my
this
horse.
whole trip.
I know.
I'm sick of hearing about it. I told him if he was good, we'd stop by and he could pet it on the hood a little bit and look
Yeah.
at it in the corral.
Hold the steering wheel.
Hold
Yeah.
the steering wheel and cry a little bit.
Well, you know, we went off and left it sitting in the corral, and it was looking all droopy-eyed, watching us drive away and leave it. I feel bad, you know.
Well, at least I got the glow plug out.
Hey,
We
oh.
fixed that.
Oh,
That was
I knew that was going to be a project.
Yeah, that was.
That was amazing. You got that out.
That was
so.
tricky to get out of there.
I knew it would. So, but thank you.
Oh, yeah, but now we just need to do
That's
do the
okay.
fuel system.
Well, let's go take a look at
Yeah,
Sentimental.
we're out back.
Thanks.
Nice, Sentimental.
Oh, I'm sorry to have to leave you, but
So, Lee, what is the story with Sentimental here? What's her dealio?
So the injection pump came apart.
that's it.
So we've lost our fuel pressure. So we need to replace the injection pump, injectors, rails, all the lines, complete new fuel system. So
What happens is the metal goes through the whole system, and when it does that, anything that it contacts,
it pumps it everywhere.
you got to replace it.
Oh, and then we're
'Cause you-
also doing a nice upgraded downpipe, and
Oh,
we're gonna
yeah.
do a lift pump. And
See?
yeah, we'll do it right while it's here. We'll
Good
take care
job.
of it. So
We'll put it back to work.
What year is your truck, Bird?
It's a 12. Yeah, it's a 12. But you got to know that the reason why this truck has the name Sentimental came from our father again. He was kind of fond of B-17s, and I actually volunteered for a while with Commemorative Air Force. Anyway, and they fly the Sentimental Journey. So father christened this Sentimental after Sentimental Journey. So that's why it's called Sentimental. Poor old girl, I know. I'll come back and get you later, okay?
we'll have you fixed
After the doctor gets done with you, I'll come back and pick you
after
up.
your surgery.
Yep.
We'll have it done. We won't put you out to pasture. We'll get you fixed.
Thanks, Lee.
See the engine that's
What is this project?
It's an F600, the four-wheel drive. The guy wants to build it to run around his property, and he just said he thought it would be fun. And I said, okay, let's do it. So he came and dropped it off.
What are you putting in it?
It's he built a 400 for it that we're gonna drop in it, and it has the manual in it already. But it's just cool. It is four-wheel drive. I mean, this thing, once we get this thing up and running, it'll be hard to stop this thing. Anything under 40 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna go any faster
Look
than
at
that.
those axles. Oh my.
But massive.
Oh my.
And actually, his truck is this black one, so he pulled it on. He had it on his trailer, pulling it with the Duramax.
So, Bird, I got to make a comment here. Do you see Lee's shop?
Okay, all right.
Do you
enough
see
of
the
that.
beauty of this thing? Holy cow.
Well,
Don't you think that some changes back at your shop should be in place?
I'm not trying to make a living in my shop. Tell you what, I'll invite Lee over to help me clean up my shop.
Oh yeah, there we go. I said you can come see the engine over here. That's for that F600.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Sitting over here.
Yeah.
So we get it.
That old Ford flatbed, this is...
Yep, this is what's going in it.
Yeah, it looks like a 400 modified. But yeah, been worked over for that. That'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
That'll
in
be
there.
really good.
And what about this project over here?
So this is a LT1 out of an SS Camaro, and then there's a 8-speed for it there. We're putting this one in a 57 Bel Air that he's
Man, you've
having us
been
build. So
you've got more Bel Air folks coming to see you.
I know, isn't that funny? Do all the Texas speed work to this guy and get it up and ready, and
Oh, that'll be fun.
because he didn't want it aggressive. He didn't want a big lope in there, which would be cool, but he
Just a
doesn't.
little,
He
just a
just
little.
wants he wants to get rid of the aftermarket management, have a little sound. He
There
didn't
you
want
go.
to. He didn't want it to
And a
be
little bit of
much.
ponies.
Yeah,
Good,
that's
strong driver, dependable, something you can take on the
Oh
road.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what. He
Well, we
wants
hope
to
that
do.
We'll
you
have to
invite
come
us to
back.
see that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that'd be-
See
Lee, thank you very much for having us today and
Yeah, of course.
for showing us all your projects. And we look forward to coming back when you get that Bel Air finished.
Oh
And,
yeah.
and you're right, that 32, we want to see that thing also.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, that'll be cool when I have all that
That'll
done.
be a
I'll
lot
for
of
sure let you know. So make a trip back up and come see what we got going on.
Hey, and if anyone wants the best shop, there you go. Master Diesel and Auto.
That's right.
And Lee is an absolute craftsman when it comes to taking your ride and making it right and making it cherry.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Thank you again.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Lee.
Wonder what Matt's doing today.